I smell good. Huh? I smell good.
You smell good. Shut the fuck up. Hi guys, welcome to Elite Automation. I'm Malachi, CEO of Elite Automation. Here, I have my brother, Landon Helton.
Nice to meet you all.
So today, we're going to take y'all through a raw video. And basically this raw video is going to be me like showing him some stuff within Studio 5000, Factory Talk, and basically just kind of overall giving him a quick rundown of everything. And like we're going to say he's like absolutely new, doesn't know a single thing about PLC, Studio 5000, anything at all, but it'll be super informational, especially for anybody who's never done anything with Studio 5000 or Factory Talk. So let's go ahead and jump into the software with Landon. Alright, so like the next thing we need to kind of talk about is what do we want to do with this program?
An on and off switch.
Okay, maybe like an on and off switch, okay. What was the on and off switch going to control?
Lights.
Lights, okay. So we're going to just do a simple on-off switch and then just control a light. And that's about as simple as it gets.
Okay, let's do something simple.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and drop an input. Go back over into the up at the top over there. So see where it says favorites, add-on. It's not in the top. It's down there close to the middle. Right over here. Let me guide you. Right here in this section.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So click into favorites down there. Okay, so these are favorites that I have in the program that I tend to use quite a bit, and just the ones that I like to have on hand. So I'm going to take you over to the bit area.
Here.
Because this is where this would be located at if you didn't have favorites, and that's a pretty big deal because you can't
have it.
Yep. Click into it. Okay, so these are your different bits, which a bit basically means on or off.
Okay.
Whether it's an input or an output. Okay, so grab that first contact right there. Now go back up to your bits, so above.
Right here?
Yep, that's a contact. Yep, click it. Okay, so it automatically added that to your rung.
Okay.
Now go into it. Let's just name it switch for now.
Switch?
Yep. Double click into it. There you go.
Okay.
Okay it. And by the way, hold on. Go ahead and capitalize the S. You kind of want to have good practice when it comes to this stuff. Because maybe if it was two words, maybe you want to call it light switch, you may have capital L, capital S for light and switch, but then maybe you don't put a space in between them.
Okay.
Because just like sometimes that just helps with naming conventions of things. Okay, go ahead and click off to the side somewhere. Okay. Now, I don't think it took your freaking capital S. Oh well. Go ahead and right click on it. What you want to do is you want to name it somewhere. Name it something else. Name it light switch. The switch is already used somewhere in the logic. That's why it didn't show up the way it should have. And with capital L. Capital S. No space. Can't have spaces.
Oh, you can't?
Nope.
No spaces, yo. No spaces.
You can do an underscore though.
So hit click off of it?
Yep. Okay. Now, right click on it again. Okay, see how right there it says new light switch? Very top.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and click that. Basically what you're doing is you're creating what's called a tag. And the tag is what's in the database. So to put this in like layman's terms and super easy to understand is you're creating a name for something. Because that contact there needs a name.
Okay.
It's got to have some type of name. If not, the PLC don't know how to look at it, basically. You don't know how to look at it either. If it just had a bunch of random letters or whatever in it, you wouldn't know what it was for either.
Yeah.
So it's for you and for the PLC to understand.
Okay.
So this right here is where you create a new tag, okay? So you can create a new tag with this little wizard right here, or you can create it inside the tag database as well. But we're going to go ahead and create it here. A couple things that I want to point out is that right here, the data type is a Boolean. Okay. Boolean just means on and off. And that's why like when you used a bit, bit will like default to a Boolean type, an on and off type.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have your scope? And it's basically saying that it's in the scope of the entire project. And so what that means is it could be in the scope of just one particular routine. And if it's in the scope of one particular routine, it means nothing else can access it outside.
Okay.
So like say for instance the HMI wouldn't be able to see it. I think you can access it with the HMI, but certain other devices may not be able to see it.
Okay.
Okay, so your external access, most of the stuff you don't have to worry about majority of the time, but I'm just kind of pointing some of the stuff out. So your external access, you're basically saying things like the HMI that can see it, can it only read it, or can it read and write to it?
Okay.
Because maybe you don't want like an HMI to manipulate this data. Maybe it'll mess up a bunch of stuff if it turns it on by the HMI.
Okay.
But maybe you want to be able to examine it from the HMI. Okay, I'm going to let you take back over again. And go ahead and just click create. So really all you would have to do is right click, new, create.
Okay.
Okay? Now you're going to drop in a coil.
Okay. So.
Oh, keep on over. Yep.
Here.
Yep. Okay. Now you can call that one light.
White.
Whatever, light.
Light. No, just light, right?
Yeah, maybe hit backspace or something. There you go. Okay. Now you gotta create the tag.
Hit.
Yep.
New light.
Yep.
Create.
Yep. Okay. Notice how that? Did you notice how that rung just changed colors?
A little bit, yeah.
So it went from being red to now it's white. That means that as of right now, the program basically saying, "Hey, there's no issues."
Okay.
Okay. So. Okay, now I want to do, let me see your mouse again. Okay, so right click on this, toggle bit.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. We're not online right now.
Okay.
We're not online, so that's not going to work for the moment. So what we can do, we're going to go ahead and go online. I'll let you drive, okay?
Okay. So how you going?
So right click
Where at?
on the, see where it says offline over there?
Right here?
Yep. To go to the right. Yep, right there.
Hit it?
Yeah, click on it.
Oh.
Okay. So now while we're here, I want to really point out something that's very, very important. A lot of times in actual applications, when you're out on a job, you'll do an upload almost entirely, unless you purposely went offline to make an edit and then download it back in. Because with download, what it will do is it will take whatever's in your current program right now and it will put that into the PLC and it'll overwrite anything that's in the PLC. So if you have a manufacturing line running off a PLC and you do a download with a blank program, you'll wipe everything out that's in that PLC, and unless somebody has a backup, you're pretty much screwed. So in normal cases, you would do an upload, you pull whatever's in the PLC. Maybe you can do your edits online. If you can't do your edits online, then you have to take it offline, make your edits, and then download. So we're going to go ahead and download into it.
Okay. Say download?
Yep.
So you're basically downloading to save everything, right?
Go ahead and click download again. What's that?
You're basically downloading to save everything, right?
You're saving it to the PLC.
Okay. This process can take 20 seconds to 5 minutes, right?
Generally never takes that long.
Has save change?
Okay, what does it say?
Done downloading. Change controller mode back to remote run.
Yep. And so what remote run means is that the PLC is running the program, but it's also able to be accessed to be able to do online programming.
Okay.
All right. So now we're online. So hit Control T. That should toggle the bit.
Control T?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, you notice how when you turn your light on, or your light
green.
switch, your light came on.
Oh, cool. That's it.
Okay. All right, go ahead and toggle it back off. And hold on, I want you to do a different method this time. Now do a right click. I would always suggest using your keys. Your keys are what I would consider the proper method.
Okay.
Because that's a shortcut. Anybody who's good at what they do, they'll use different, like Control V, Control C for copy and paste.
Okay.
You'll use those different shortcuts because it makes your job a lot faster and easier. So go ahead and right click. But this is the other method of doing this. See where it says toggle bit?
Yep.
Okay, and notice how to the right of it, it says
T.
Control T.
Yep.
If you notice, all that other stuff up there has instructions for, see how there's the Control X,
Yeah.
Control C, Control V.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah, that's telling you what the shortcut is.
Okay.
Some softwares will have that stuff, some softwares don't.
So, or you can just use your mouse and just hit toggle bit, right?
Yep, go ahead and click toggle bit.
Okay.
All right.
Off.
Now, what I want to go ahead and do is let's open up our PanelView software down there.
Here.
Nope, to the right, left. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and click into your main screen.
Where is that?
So it's going to be in your controller organizer, Explorer, however you want to call it. It's down there, main. Keep going down the list. Displays, main, right there, boom. Give it a second. All right, so as you can see, we already have stuff on the screen because it's something we play around with and let people add buttons and do different things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a button. So
Okay.
you need to find a push button.
Push button.
Yep, momentary push button.
Yep.
I think they're to the left. Keep going further over. No, you're to the left. Keep going. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the most far left things over there.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Okay, keep going.
Right there.
Interlock, multi-state, keep going. Maintained, go over one more. Momentary push button. Okay, so
I'm gonna hold it, right?
no, you hold it down there whenever you create the button.
Okay. So we're gonna make it right here.
Yeah, okay, cool. So
So
you
hold
click,
it, drag it.
yep, you're holding your key, and then you drag and drop.
Yep. Drop
And
it
that creates
just
the
like
size of your button.
And then this is how you edit it, pretty
Okay.
much.
Yep. So this is like your general style of button and whatnot. Let's go over to our states. Up there in those tabs. You see those tabs up there? You use those tabs quite a bit when it comes to
Yeah,
creating
those
buttons.
things up here.
Yep. So you notice you have a 0, a 1, and an error. See the select state thing over there?
Right here.
Yep. You're selected on state 0,
Okay.
right? So notice like there's colors over here. Let me point with the mouse a little bit. So you have colors over here.
Yeah.
So this is associated with state 0. So state
Okay.
1, even though everything almost looks the same in here, it's not. Notice, so see this as value 0?
Yeah.
This says value 1. Because a Boolean is either a 0 or 1. A switch is either a 0 or 1. 0 being off, 1 being on. That makes sense?
Yeah. 0 off, 1, right? 0 off and 1 is on.
Yep. For Booleans, that's the case.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you take back over again. So let's say we just keep this button the same for your off state. Now let's go change the color of it on your on state.
Right here.
On your on state. So see how that's a value of a 0? See your value?
Yeah.
Okay, so your state 1 should have value of a 1.
1. Then
Okay.
air is air.
Yeah, which means basically something's not communicating right. If you ever have an error state, that means either the HMI can't see it in the PLC, tags deleted, there's some reason you don't have the right connection.
Okay. So then we get 1, right?
Yep, so let's change the color of it.
Do blink. It's a border color.
Sure. Change them both. I'd just go ahead and change them both the same color. Unless you wanted to do like the main button one color
could
and then like
just
the
do
border like black or
white.
something. Whatever. Just do whatever you want, man.
Green color. There. Okay, and then you hit.
Now you could make it blink if you wanted to. A lot of
Let's make it
times.
blink.
Make it blink? Okay, cool.
Okay. What we do?
Actually, I think you should take blank off. Sorry. The reason why is I don't want it to mess with the demonstration and showing how
Okay.
things are working with one another. Now go over into your connections.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So notice how you have one. See the name over there in that little side box? Yep, right in there. You have one that says value and one that says indicator.
Yep.
Okay. So when you were changing the color of those and you have the different states, that push button is a push button and an indicator built in one. So it's a button and a light into the same object. So let's go ahead and create. So this is go ahead and create the tag, or not create the tag. The tag's already created. You're gonna add the tag.
So
click into
this?
that. Yep. Okay. Minimize those timers because you're not doing nothing with those timers right now.
How you do it?
The little minus button over there. Okay. Refresh all folders. Almost every time you come into this, you want to hit refresh all folders because it won't refresh if you create a new tag. Okay. So like that new tag that you just created, it won't be in here right now unless you hit that refresh all folders button. Okay. The one you created in the PLC, like your light switch.
Yeah.
Okay. So now maybe go up. I think light switch would be up. Okay, I think I know. Okay, so you're not going to see it go up. The reason why is because it's a Boolean. Go click online. Okay, so this shows you every Boolean that's in that program. And you can separate it.
We're supposed to hit now?
Huh?
Light switch.
So, you want your light switch, yes?
Right there.
Yep. Okay, now you want to change your indicator. Yep. Your indicator needs to be what now?
The light.
Yep.
It's right here?
Yep. Okay. And then hit apply down there at the bottom.
There.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Now, click application.
Where's that at?
Go up to the top, application. There's also buttons for that. So see that create runtime?
Yep.
So notice there's also one already sitting there on your toolbar.
Okay. You're right.
Yep.
Somewhere over here. Yeah, right there.
Yep, right there. So I just like going in this way. I don't know why. Because it's pretty much just always there. It'll never go away. So I like having a routine and a path that I know will always be there. I don't do that with all things, but just certain things. So create your runtime application. Okay, we need to go to desktop because we need to navigate to our folder that we created on the desktop. Yep. Okay, factory talk runtime down there. Yep, nope, next one down. Double click. Okay, go down to the bottom. Okay, go to, no, all the way to the bottom. Click delete automation 17. Yep, go ahead and save it as that. Now what it's going to do is it's going to override it. A lot of times I'll click on that and then I'll change it to 18. But I don't, yeah, go ahead and replace it. We don't care. Now maybe if you made a big change and you wanted to save it because you deleted a bunch of stuff, then you need to change that to 018.
Save changes to main.
Yep. So now it's basically compiling this. Pretty much any type of code that you're going to run, it's going to compile a runnable and executable program for your device to be able to run. It's just generating what's called a runtime.
Okay.
And for the runtime for the panel view is called its file extension type is a .mer.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and exit off of that.
Right.
Yep. Now go back into your applications again.
Test.
No, you want tools. Sorry, tools. Okay, transfer utility. Okay. Now, we overwrite 17, right? We overwrote 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need to change it because it's got the exact same name. If not, you would click those 3 dots
Right.
to the name.
Here.
Yep.
Okay.
Click it. Okay, so here's where you would select if you changed it to 018, you would select it into here.
Okay.
Okay, you can go ahead and exit off this. I just wanted to show that that's how you would access the new program you created. Okay, down at the bottom, you see how it's already pointing to the HMI? That's the HMI right there where it's highlighted.
Okay.
So that's basically, being that it's highlighted like that, it's saying, hey, I'm downloading it to that HMI.
Okay.
In case you had like 10 different HMIs on the network.
All right.
You would know which one you're writing to. Now go ahead. And another thing that's important is the run application at startup. See those checkboxes over there?
Right here?
Yep. No, yeah, those checkboxes down lower.
Right here.
Yep. So you have the one that says run application at startup, and the other one says replace communications. Now the replace communications, what it'll do is it'll create those connections that you just added to your button. If not, it won't add those connections, and it won't know to talk over Ethernet to those buttons that you just created. So now go ahead and do a download.
Where did that? Right here?
Yep. It's saying, what is it saying?
The file Elite Automation Training 017 already exists at the destination. Do you wish to overwrite the destination file?
Do you understand what that's saying at all?
You're pretty much deleting something, putting some over it.
Yeah. So that's what it's saying is that it's already stored in the HMI. You're about to overwrite a file that's in the HMI.
Say no?
No, we do. Because we renamed this one, and I don't care that we lose that one, because it's the same program.
Whoa. Turn on?
Yep. Cycling power. The auto cycle power is on a download.
Okay.
You should, didn't you?
What?
You should, didn't you?
No, I'm sorry. Didn't. Maybe we should show them that. Maybe.
Yeah. Just booting up. You know, nothing fancy. It's not going to go into anything.
Oh, okay.
Alright, go ahead and exit out all this stuff right here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, no, not that. Let me see something quick. So I just clicked that MER file. What that's going to do is it's going to open up this Factory Talk View Machine Edition, and it's going to run a virtual HMI.
Okay.
It may not be a good idea trying to run both of these at the same time. That one's already up, so I don't think I'm going to run it. Let's go back to our PLC. Where's the button you just added? On the HMI?
It's right there.
Okay, go ahead and give it a press. Maybe hold it.
Oh, cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that? And so, something I want to point out. See how fast when you press it fast, sometimes they don't show up over here?
Open.
Yeah, like, does it see? See how it's not showing up?
Yeah.
So, Lana was just pressing that button real quick. A lot of the reason why you don't see it in the software is it's too fast for the software itself to update. So like the PLC might be receiving that input. So the PLC is actually, if you put a counter on it, it would still be adding up the counter, but the on and off is so quick that it just stays in off state.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because this software itself is running slower.
So that's how you turn it off, though, right?
What's that?
That
would kill the power to it, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
What's up?
I don't see how it turned on by itself then.
How's it turned on by itself?
Yeah.
Oh, it just cycles the power, like when you hit reset on your computer. When you click down here and you click reset, it's basically doing that internally, automatically. Okay, so let's run this out. All right, so one thing that you guys did not see right there was that whenever Landon pushed the button, basically the button lit up. And so how that works is because of the object on the HMI being a push button and an indicator, you press the push button. As you see on the PLC side, the switch lights up. Let's close this out to get this out of the way.
Okay.
The switch lights up right here. Go ahead and press the button so they can see. So he presses the button. Oh, we're offline. Here we go.
Well.
Here we go.
You messed up already, bub.
Messed up already. Alright, there you go. Now you press that button, you see it lit up. Now whenever he's pressing that button and holds it, the light button will come on. Hold it. And now that light, or that light coil comes on, and then the light coil then turns the indicator on the HMI. Land on push buttons over there. Alright. So, what's something else you want to jump into real quick, Landon?
I don't know, you pick. Pick something kind of difficult.
Kind of difficult, okay.
But simple. Difficult but simple.
Good.
Look at this, everybody. See, hit up, right? Pay attention to that. Well, it's not really working, but you know.
There it is, yeah. It's working fine. I don't have a hold function. You want to do that instead?
Sure.
We'll add a hold function to it? Okay, go ahead and let's show them again. So hold the up button.
See, I'm holding the up button.
But nothing's happening, right?
Yeah. But if I hit it, well, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When I hit it, see, it's going. When I hold it, it just stays there.
Yeah, so like, maybe you wanted that number to increase quicker.
Go.
Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the side of the logic where that's at. So, it's going to be in the main routine.
Where's that? There?
Yeah, you can click into that. That works too.
Go.
Let me see this real quick. You can also find your main routine over here in the controller organizer. But Landon uses these tabs up here, which is perfectly fine. Okay. Take over.
Go.
Okay, go ahead and scroll up a little bit.
Our mouse is not working.
Just give it a wiggle and set it back down. It should be fine. Scroll up.
Yep.
Okay, hold on, slow down. Alright, so right there is the logic. So rung number 4. Let me point this out real quick, Landon. So this right here is the rung that's involved with the gauge. So this is the rung of logic that has that gauge on it and has that up and down push button. So here's your up push button, here's your down push button, and here's the gauge data. So whether it's at a 9, this is the value that the gauge is currently sitting at. I wish I had you guys won't be able to see this because I can't run the emulator right now, but I'm going to show Landon this real quick, okay? So, you see where the gauge is currently at?
Yeah.
Okay, you see how there's a 9 in this right here?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. 25, enter.
Didn't do anything, bro. Actually, oh, it did do something. Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay.
So, this gauge, this value right here that you see, is directly linked to the gauge. So the HMI is monitoring this data type right here, or this gauge count data.
Yep, it's been to 50.
Pretty sick, ain't it?
Pretty cool, yeah.
Okay, so let's bring it back to 25. Okay, so for this logic, we'll need to do something. We'll need to branch around. Okay, so one thing I want to bring up real quick is this thing right here is called a OneShot. Okay. The purpose of this OneShot is. What's the purpose of the OneShot?
To have one button. Okay. OneShot to only click it once and only once. So like it. So you change to OneShot to.
Oh yeah.
It's a clip.
Sorry, I completely, my mind went gone. Yeah, so the whole purpose of a one-shot, what do you think the purpose of a one-shot is again?
Like when you click it, it only goes one, maybe.
Okay, yeah, exactly. And so the thing is, it only goes one, and the other big key factor that it has, with Allen Bradley on an add function, if you hold this button in, what'll happen is this number will just keep adding. Okay. But it'll add so quick that like it'll be at thousands in like 1 second. Within like 1 sec, like not even 1 second. 1 second it'll be like tens of thousands. So it's way too quick. So kind of one of the processes to get around that is, to add this one shot in here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take over and drive again, Landon.
Okay.
So I got an idea to make this, make you be able to hold the button, and then it'll be able to, you won't have to hit the button over and over and over again. It'll be able to do its own thing. Okay, so this is just one idea out of many ideas you could have. So let's go ahead. I want you to add a rung.
Add a rung.
Yep.
Up here.
So go over and right click. No, into your logic.
There.
Right click off to the side a little bit more. Yep. Add a rung. Okay, so now we're gonna add a rung into here, and okay, delete the rung.
Connects.
No, just hit delete. Hit the delete key, or delete it that way too. Okay, I want you to control, copy and paste that rung you have right there, the number 5 rung.
There.
Yep. So you already highlighted on it, so you should be able to just C and V it.
Control Z.
Control C. Now hold on. And go up 1 rung. Click on the rung above it.
We're up.
Right there.
Right.
Nope. Rung above it.
Here.
Yep. Control V. So that changes where you just pasted that rung at. Okay. So this puts it directly underneath here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna change up a couple things. So let's drag. You want to drag the name of the gauge up button.
We're up. There. No.
Gauge up.
Gauge up.
Yep. Grab the name of it. Yep. Drag it. Now drop it onto your thing down there. Yep. You didn't drop it in the right spot. Drop it right whenever it turns green. Nope. To the right. Yep. See how that turned green? That's indicating it's okay to drop. Boom. You see how I just changed the name of that?
Yep.
Go ahead and also change. Oh shit. Control Z.
Control Z.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and copy and paste that bit and down to there. The whole bit.
Right.
Do your gauge up.
There. Yeah.
The whole thing. Click on it. Control C. I'll take it down there.
Hold it.
No, just click down there. Control V. All right, now drag it over. Drag it over so it's in the front. Yep. See how it highlighted? There you go. And so the whole purpose of that is for cleanliness, and like generally my main activator I try to keep as my first bit. And so that gauge up is gonna be our main activator.
Okay.
Okay, so since this is a duplicate rung of the last rung we have down there, what we need to do is increment these up. Notice how it says timer 0, timer 1. See how it says that?
We're at
on the timers down there.
Yep.
Yep. So those are timer instructions right there.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, we need to increment these numbers by 2. Everything in this rung. See how everything's named timer something?
Yeah.
Increase everything by 2.
So how do you do that?
So if it's 0, what's 0 plus 2?
2.
Okay. So click into the timer. Yep, right there. Yep. You're basically changing the name.
So 2.
Click into it. Double click into it. There you go.
So 2.
Yep, just like that.
Okay. Hey there.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now go to your next timer.
Timer 3.
Double click into it. Yep.
Timer 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Same thing with your bits. Yeah, do the same thing with the bits.
Where's the bits at?
Right there. Those are bits.
Where?
Yep. Remember, bit isn't on or off. +2.
Two. Right. See that?
Okay. And change the other one over there to the left. Yep.
2, right?
What is it right now?
I just changed this on 3.
Huh?
I changed this one to 2. I mean,
No, that's right, ain't it? It was 0. You changed it to 2. It was 0. You changed it to 2.
that was 2. That's 3. That's 2. That's supposed to be 3.
+2. So you say timer 1 +2. So it'd be timer 3.
I'm so confused.
Because you're adding 2 to everything, right?
Yeah.
It's already at 1. So what would it be?
Must be 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Then that would be 3 too. Then. Okay.
Okay. So
That'll be 3 too. Then it was at 1.
no, it wouldn't.
I guess not.
This is 0, I think.
I have to look at footage.
I think you're just getting confused.
See.
We can look at the rung. So we can look at the rung below it since you just copied and pasted it from that rung. See, it was a 0.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so here's another thing. I'll go ahead and let you drive again, though. Go ahead and drive. So see that preset value right there at 1,000?
Right here.
Yep, it says preset in 1,000. Yep. So that stands for 1 second.
Okay.
So 500 is half a second. These are this is in milliseconds. Okay. So let's change this to 250.
Okay, 250.
Yep. Or maybe 100. Let's go 100. Let's make it fast.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, didn't double click into it, I think. There you go. There you go.
that's all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Send it. Next. Same thing. Do the same thing with the next one. Okay.
Okay.
Send it. Okay. Let's go down to our rung below it real quick.
Alright, I'm here.
Yep. And basically what we want to do, we want to watch this thing blink. Okay? What bit turns on all the time?
Okay. So right here.
So see that's a bit right there. See that?
Where at?
Let me
Tell
tell
me. Yeah.
So this right here is a bit because it's on and
Okay.
off. These are not bits because see how 1,000 or see this number counting up?
Mm-hmm.
That's not an on or off. 999 is not an on or off. So it's not a bit. Your bits are on and off. So that's on, that's off.
Okay.
It's on, that's off. Okay, right?
Yep.
So that's the bit. Okay, now, my purpose for doing that is because now we know we want to utilize this bit,
Mm-hmm.
right, into the other part of our logic. So, here's the one we just created, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and copy that.
Hit Control C.
Sure. Yep.
Go.
Okay, now go up a little bit. Okay, double click into that rung.
Here.
Yep. Double click again. There you go. See, I put an I next to it. That means you're editing this rung, okay?
Okay.
Because we're doing online edits right now.
Okay.
We're not doing like an offline edit and then downloading.
What's the difference?
So an offline edit is you edit whatever and then you download it to the controller.
Okay.
Right now we're actually online with the controller. It's running code, but we're making an edit. And as soon as we hit accept, it automatically takes the changes we made.
Okay.
So you don't have to download. You just basically accept your changes.
Okay, so we're good now.
Okay. So now go ahead and go up into that first part of the rung. And by the way, the thing that's around all that is called a branch.
Oh, where? Just right.
Yep, that's a branch.
Okay. What else can we do now?
Okay, so now click the gauge.
Here.
Go up. Oh, click that gauge. Yep. No, yeah, I don't want you clicking into the name, just a bit. Okay. And add your branch up there. So it's in your bits. Right there, yep. Yep, add that branch. Okay. Now, see how it's highlighted on that one side? Drag it around the OneShot. Yep.
Right.
That's showing you where it's dropping that. See how it highlighted green?
What should I do with that?
Right there, yep. Now drag your gauge inside of it too. Nope, not on that side of it. Yep. Nope, yep. Okay. Now go ahead and hit your Control V, because remember you pasted that
Control
thing.
V.
Yep. Click back on the bottom of that rung though.
Right.
The branch. Yep. Go ahead. Right there. Control V. Okay. So that added that timer that was blinking, right? Now go ahead and copy and paste that OneShot up there.
Take it. OneShot. Okay.
ONS. It stands for OneShot.
Hit it.
Control C.
Yep.
And then click on the timer.
Yep.
Control V. Boom.
Okay.
Okay, now, just like how we did down there with those timers, we need to add 2 to this. So it needs to be ONS period 3.
So,
Click into the name.
right here.
The ONS.
Yeah.
Click into the name. It needs to be ONS period 3.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and accept your rung edits and see what we got so far.
We do now?
You accept your rung edits by that green and yellow triangle. Nope. Down. Down. Right there. Oh, you almost hit it. It's in the middle right there on that bar. Down.
There.
Over. Over. Right there.
There.
Yep.
Hit it.
Yep. Saying, hey, you got changes. You sure you want to accept them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Boom. So I just downloaded that to the controller.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Now go press your gauge button.
This one? No. Where at?
Touch your HMI. Okay. Now touch your gauge button one time. Hit it again. Okay, let's hold it.
Yeah. Works.
Works?
Yep.
Okay, so now we only added that to the upside. Let's add it to the downside now. It's now on the downside.
No. Okay. So we had to now. So, right here. Do the same thing?
Yeah, there's definitely a bug in there too.
How?
Because it's adding too quickly.
Yeah. Oh,
You notice how it just jumped immediately up? That's what I was talking about before, how it just adds so quickly. But those timers, I mean, that timer should only hit every... So that's your time. Oh, I know what the problem is. Wait, what? Oh, because it's a millisecond. So maybe our timing is just... Because that's basically what we want it to do. But maybe we're just doing it too quick. So let's change this to maybe like 500.
Okay.
Right? So that made it 5 times slower. We're going to go ahead and shove a 0 back into this real quick. Because let's test the logic that we currently have before we start adding more.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so now I just changed it back to a 0. Your gauge changed it back to a 0.
Yep.
Go ahead and hold your up button again.
That's more like it.
That's more like it, for sure. Now, you can see, guys, how this number, how it's increasing now. Go ahead and hold it up for him again. So he's just holding that button down, and it's slowly incrementing up. And that seems about the right speed that we were kind of looking for. But notice how when we take this and we change it back to 100, go ahead and hold the button for him again. See how fast it adds that number? That's way too fast, way faster than what we want. And we could maybe even do like 400, because maybe we can change the speed at which we want that number to go up. I'm going to go ahead and shove it back to a 0 again. Okay, go ahead and hold your button again. There you go. So that changes how fast that increments up.
I like it, yeah.
And so you can kind of just keep changing this number until you get the feel of what it is, or of what speed it is that you want that to increment up at. You know, because you don't want it to feel like, oh, it's taking forever, but then again, you don't want it to go so fast that it's passing whatever number you want it to land on. Okay, go ahead and tap the button one time. Not just one, that's not one time. One time. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to debug, because before, with it running as fast as we was, there was a bug in there that whenever you pressed it one time, it would add twice. You didn't notice it, but it would go from 16 to 18. And you would, you know what I mean? You couldn't even hit 17. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So go ahead and hold the down button and just show them how like down doesn't work right now, because we didn't add that logic in there. So you have to click the down button one by one every time.
Right now, man.
Yeah, he's hitting the button over and over again right now. So let's go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this real quick, just for speed of things, because we got to get going. We got stuff to get to. So what I'm gonna do is, this is that rung that you just created, right?
Yep.
C, V it. Okay. And remember how we did the add 2 thing?
Yeah.
We got to do the same thing with this. So this is a 2. Oh, not a 5. Change it to a 4. We're going to change this one to a +2, which would be a 5. This one's a +5 would be 2 would be 4.
Cool.
Okay. This one's a 3. +2 to a 5. Yeah. Right, it's a 3, right? So we go to 5. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I think we're right.
That was right.
Okay. Oh, we need to change our gauge up to be gauge down. So I'm going to click into it. We're going to do this one a little bit different. Go over here and just type in D. And then see D down will auto-populate, because I just typed into D and it recognized what we were trying to type in. Boom, 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 boom. We're literally done with that rung.
Okay. Cool.
So like, see how like whenever you start kind of getting the hang of what's going on, how quick it is to like create a rung and do the edit. Okay, so now what we want though out of that is we want this right here, okay? Because remember, that's the thing that's going to be blinking.
Yeah.
So we copy that. We need to add another branch around this. And I think if you click on this one right here and add your branch. Oh, we can't add a branch right now because we're not in edit mode. So I double click over here, get us in edit mode. Then, boom, click here. If you click it on the end, what you can do is you can grab the back of this. Watch this. Drag it to the front. Boom. Now everything's in there. So that way you don't have to drag them one by one and whatnot.
All right. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to paste in that timer. And then we're going to take this OneShot. And then this OneShot need to be a +2 type of situation.
Okay.
So we go to what, 4.4? Yep. Okay. So that's pretty much it. And boom. Here we are. Go ahead and hold your down button, see what happens.
Hey, it's working.
Hell yeah. Go up.
Make sure up, it's working. Nope. Oh yeah, it is. But it is going up a little faster though.
It's going up faster?
Just barely. Yeah.
I think that display is a little glitchy. It's just slow.
I think it is, yeah.
So go ahead and go down. Because the numbers look like they're incrementing right. So he's holding down the down button. It's incrementing down right. Go ahead and hold the up button. And it's going up it's going up and down the exact same speeds, because these are set by these values that are inside these timers. And these timer values are the exact same. Now, if you change either one of these timer values in either one of these rungs, it would change the speed at which the numbers increment up and down. Alright guys, that's all we really have time for today. Let me know if you like this style of video. Super raw. Definitely probably going to be some editing, because like we took some breaks and we did some other stuff, but had to figure little things out. But yeah, let me know if you like this style of video, because it is super raw and can be super useful for somebody who's like never had any experience with PLC, and like maybe they just want to learn a little bit about it, like just to know generally what it is. A lot. Yeah, do you think so? Cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I think it'd be something super valuable. I think that a lot of times you see training videos out there and they're so like, they're dull and they're so like, do this. It's not very interactive.
Yeah. And
then also on the other side of things, like you don't have somebody like my brother who needs to learn still. So him needing to learn proposes questions of like, why are we doing it this way? What does this thing mean? And they may be exact questions that you guys would be asking. So instead of y'all having to write those questions in the comments, my brother's like sitting here asking those questions, and you're getting them in video and on video form. So
if you have any questions about this, we'll try to answer them.
Yeah, and I think we'll try to do some more videos like this. I would like to really get a video like this out every week and also do some more formal videos as well. But I really do like this style of video. It's a good video to do. I see a lot of value in it. Hopefully you guys do as well. Drop any questions down there in the comments, because I'm sure we missed out on some things. Maybe next time we'll have the emulator running for the HMI software, so that way you can see us actually press the HMI buttons.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for viewing.
Thank you
I'll
all.
catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.